What's up, speaker friends? 𝗻𝗁 here, and in this video, I want to talk about the power of referrals to help you get booked. Whenever I was hosting a vegan summit a few years ago, I was looking for some awesome speakers. And having served in the vegan space for a while, I had a lot of connection with plant-based doctors and other people, so I started there. And then really as the event host, I said, who else do you know? Who else do you know? Who else do you know? Because the amazing vegan speakers know other amazing vegan speakers, and amazing executive coaches know other amazing executive coaches. And it is crazy like that. And so I very quickly was able to fill my event from referrals primarily. Now, why did that happen? It's because, like I said, other speakers know other speakers. And once I find one that I like, then they can give me a referral to other speakers that I know are going to rock the stages. And one of them specifically, I think I've told you about them before, but I was asking this woman to come speak, and she's like, hey, do you want my husband to come too? Because we often speak together. And I was like, oh, cool. Please share. and he had this really cool thing that I've never even heard of before. And I was like, yes, I have to have you on this show. I have to have you on this summit because it's going to make all the difference. Okay. So event hosts, from an event host perspective, if you are a speaker, I want you to think of it from an event host perspective. Whether they are a podcast host looking to do a summit, if they've got a huge conference, you want to think about what is it that they want, right? They, just like you, want their life to be easy, okay? They want to find amazing speakers who are going to do an amazing job. They're going to draw in the crowds to help fill their event. And they want to really do this in the easiest way possible, right? And one that feels most secure for them. So as event hosts, they're like everybody else. We like things to be fun. We like it to be easy. We like it to come in. And so referrals can really be your way to get booked faster. So I used it from the event host perspective, but you can use it from your speaker's perspective. If I get booked on a podcast, I am going to do everything that I can to rock the socks off of that podcast host's fate, okay? And the way that I do that isn't about being so amazing and wonderful, even though you do want to be amazing and wonderful, and you want to have and present some real great value to them. And we're going to talk in another video about how you can increase your value for these events that you're going to be booked on so that people want to book you more. But in this video, we're talking, so I'm going to bring that value, right? But in this video, we're talking, how do I rock the socks off of them so they want to give me a referral? And if you haven't read it yet, the classic, How to Win Friends and Influence People, your authority is actually, your influence is actually based more on how much you listen to and love the other people, and you raise those other people up, than it is about raising yourself up. And we as entrepreneurs, a lot of us get this wrong, where we're like, okay, which is true, right? You got to get your authority pieces out there. I need to look good. I need to look professional. If I have a book, if I have, some PR spaces, you want to put your authority out there and say, oh, I've done amazing at this. I've done amazing at this. I've been on these stages and all of that. That's all really important. But what really wins the hearts of those that are with us is our service to them, right? And so if I'm on a podcast, if I'm a podcast guest, I'm going to compliment that podcast. I'm going to do a little research ahead of time. I'm going to be like, wow, you did that episode with so-and-so, and it was amazing whenever you asked that question about this, and you're just so talented, you're wonderful, right? Like, I'm going to give them genuine compliments about what it is that they're doing. I'm going to ask them, hey, how can I serve you? How can I help you? Are you looking for other hosts? Are you looking for other guests for your podcast? What else, where should, can I share this with somebody else? Or, hey, I'm going to try to give them value in some way, right? So I'm going to look it up. I'm going to compliment them. I'm going to listen to them. I'm going to give them a lot of value in the thing that I do. And then I'm going to try to serve them as much as possible. And whenever that happens, it's just giving to them as much as possible. And then they're going to be like, wow, you're so great. I'm going to say, thank you. I know, right? Like, thank you so much. I've had such a wonderful time on this podcast. hey, do you know what are some other, I would love to meet other amazing podcast hosts like you. What are some other podcasts that I should get on? Who else do you know is looking for speakers that I could add value to their audience, right? And you can ask them in a variety of ways, but then I'm just gonna ask my referral, like, who else do you know? I'd love to bless other people, right? But just the way I blessed you, right? And because you've blessed them so much, whenever you're in that interaction, they're going to want to refer you to other people. And then you go from searching online, trying to make relationships, building things up, like that sounds so boring to me. Like on the C scale, I just absolutely, research is like down here. I'm so happy ChatGPT came along because it can just do so much research for me, and I'm just so blessed, right? But looking and digging around for opportunities is just like not, maybe most of our, as a speaker, it's not like the thing that you want to be doing all the time, I'm guessing. So the more that you can just make the most out of every speaking experience that you have, they're gonna want to refer you, and that's how you get booked, okay? So remember, you've got a message that matters, time to take it to millions. Go out there, get booked, use those referrals to leverage, and we'll see you next time.